Okay, so now that I've talked about how to create a harness for use with the STP, the question that a lot of times is how is it used, and what's and of course there's a lot of questions about which one to use, which one to get, and I really can't answer that for you. I don't know whether I've been lucky or if I just have a tendency, in this case as well as other things in life, where I make do with what I have, because for one thing, getting an STP is not, I would say, do a lot of looking at reviews that are out there. I'm not going to do one because I'll have different preferences than others. There's a lot of info out there, a lot of reviews that have been done. But the thing is that I think maybe one of the least expensive I've seen runs for maybe a little under $200, and then some of the more expensive closer to $800 or $900. I think I've seen. A while back when I was first looking at these things a few years ago, it was maybe close to $1,000. And I'll talk about some of the problems with those things that come into it in a video about these as part of an assemblage. But as far as using it, so what I can say is some of the issues are you first have to untrain your body from that sort of like holding it because you are standing, because you're not within a sitting position. And that was a really hard one for me. When I first started, it would take me 7 or 8 minutes just at home just to be able to try to start urinating standing up, because my body just after 40-something years of being seated for it, my body just I just wouldn't accept that. And sometimes I think that still kind of comes into play. I mean, one thing is just being nervous, sometimes being within a men's bathroom, not being sure of my safety, and then I get more nervous because I think, well, if I could just if I could go ahead and urinate and then be done and go, I'd be fine. But I think I get more nervous thinking about that, and so anyway, it compounds the problem at times. Sometimes to where I get nervous, if other guys have kind of come in and are sort of waiting, then I get worried that it becomes so obvious as to how long it's taking me, and so then I'll just fake it, zip up, flush, wash my hands, leave, right, and then try to go back in a little while to, or go elsewhere, whatever it is. So one thing is to untrain yourself while you're then training yourself to be able to pee standing up. And with that, there are a lot of people who say, like start, just like in the bathtub, just doing the STP, and I guess it's okay. I don't think I ever did that. It's because my issue with that is that I don't want somebody thinking, okay, well, they're going to kind of do this thing in the shower or whatever, and then just be fine when they go out and about and try it, because you also have to look at how, basically a real life situation, right? How is your body going to feel? How are you going to get used to using this in a way that you're really going to if you're out in public, if you're not within that same sort of situation when you're home, right? So, if that helps you, doing it in the way that they always say, like in the tub or whatever, in the shower, helps to kind of just in general used to it, that's fine. But my thing is to go ahead and fully clothed when you're at home and doing it, because that's going to give you a more realistic scenario.